All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Two Savage for Democrats podcast. This is episode number 220, and if you'll bear with me for a moment, I can grab the link, and then we can get ready to go. How was your guys' week?
It was busy, but pretty good for the most part. Just work, study, living life, basically.
Nice.
Mine was pretty shit in every second, so. But it's fun. Because future too bright, so. It's fun.
Wait, what?
Dude, there's gotta be a way that you can start the show and have the link all ready to go.
Dude, you know, I really wish, but the problem is...
There's gotta be a way. I'm gonna research to the ends of the earth to figure it out.
Dude, if you figure it out, I will give you like 7 virtual cookies. But I can't figure it out.
I don't want no virtual cookies. Just get me one of these, dog.
Just get me one Pepperidge farmhouse cookies.
Yeah, no, not any Pepperidge Farm cookie. And the thin and crispy milk chocolate. That's all I'll accept.
Dude, best. All right, so we got a lot of great topics to get to on the show today. Glad you guys are here. Thank you for joining. And we got Brian joining us, by the way, who you can't see. He is not showing his camera, but this is like literally a throwback episode of the podcast, and we got the whole crew coming back together.
Yeah.
It's actually lit, you know. All right, so let's start off, dude. I want to tell you guys what happened to me on the way to I had to go to the airport today, and I was leaving the house, and I made a cup of coffee, and my coffee mug doesn't fit in my cup holder. So already annoying. You have to hold it like this, like the whole way there. So I can't do anything about that. I just have to hold my coffee mug. So it gets down to like this much left in the bottom, and it's just like Mr. Freeze went because it's so cold you can't even drink it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna throw it out the window. So I'm going pretty slowly. I'm going like maybe 20, maybe 30, and I'm looking, dude. I mean, it's just insane. And so I roll down the window. I'm like, and I go like this, and it immediately goes like this in my face. My face was so wet. It was like I'm literally like right in my face. It's all over my car. It's like I was wearing like a really nice like Joseph A. Bank shirt, and it's just coffee stains all over it. And so I'm sitting there, and I just turn and look at the road, and if the camera was right here, you'd see, because worst. And so I've got like coffee all over my face. It's like in my hair, and it's just disgusting. So I'm like, okay, I got to do something. So I pull off the road, and I go to like the gas station, and I walk in, and I'm just like, I smell so bad like coffee, and it's just like not even fun. And it doesn't even smell like good. Like I don't even smell like just coffee. I smell like faggot coffee because I have to put like French vanilla and sugar in it. So I don't even smell. So like people are walking by, they're like, oh God, when's he taking it in the ass? You know? So it was just not a good experience. My car, there's like stains. I got more stains on my cloth seats. It's just not.
Yeah, God forbid. You won't even be able to tell the difference in your car. So forget it.
Oh, dude, you should have seen the window. I forgot to clean the window, and it just like coffee. I mean, it got all over my face, dude. I was so freaking mad.
It's a blessing in disguise. Well, at least it wasn't hot coffee.
Oh my God, it was hot coffee.
I could have scarred you.
Retina. But, dude, blessing in disguise, because if you put caffeine in your hair, it makes it grow faster.
No way. Does it actually?
Yeah, dude. I swear to God. Like, the shampoo I have, it's, like, says on it, it's caffeine and, like, calcium or whatever that has fucking in it, because it makes your hair grow faster.
Dude, my hair is I'm surprised on this podcast I didn't come on looking like long hair, dude. Like, dude, I got so much of it in my hair. And then I was like, this was all wet. Like, all right here was soaking wet. It was like this. Because it was so freaking wet, dude. It was insane.
It rained coffee.
Dude, it was so bad. But, so that was how my day started. And then from that moment on, the rest of my day was ruined. Because it's like, one thing happens, and then it's just the rest of the day is done, you know?
Yeah. Well, because I feel like when you... Go on, Brian, sorry.
It's okay. I didn't spill coffee in my face, but I did look like a total jackass earlier today.
What happened?
So I haven't eaten McDonald's in like a super long time, right?
Yeah.
But my family kind of had something long story. Basically, I had a family member that had to go to the hospital, so like I'm trying to help them out a little bit.
Yeah.
And some of the younger kids were hungry, so they asked if I could pick up McDonald's for them. So I went into McDonald's. Yeah, I went into McDonald's and I got their order, and obviously they wanted a drink with their meal.
And you know how, like, meal.
Yeah, they got a Happy Meal. And you know how when you order, they give you a cup and you fill up the cup yourself?
Yeah.
I forgot that was a thing. I thought they, like, did it for you. So she's like, you can go ahead and fill up the cups. I'm like, oh, no, I'm okay. And she just looks at me like I'm a total tard.
Oh, so she thought you were... Dude, it would have been even worse if she was, like, black. And then she's like, you can fill up the cups. No, it's fine. You can. And you just look at her in the face. Dude, she'd go like this. She'd be like, all right.
She looked at me face, like,
are
you sure?
Like, throw it in the face.
It's coffee.
Dude, well, it's better than Chick-fil-A. You go to Chick-fil-A and they're like, you walk in and you're like, can I get a Sprite with my order? And they're like, sure, absolutely. And you just hear with ice. And you're just like looking over the counter like, can you get me some fucking Sprite with that ice, dude? Jeez. And then they go. Here you go. Dude, I hate the places. Restaurants have become wise to it, dude. I have gone to 2 different restaurants now in the drive-thru, and I'm like, oh, I'll just get a water. And they're like, okay, you just want the bottle or just a free water? And I'm like, free water. And they're like, okay. So I pull up to the window, and they hand me out like one of those, literally, it may as well be the little fucking cones you get when you go to the little water machine in the office. And so I'm driving and like eating, and I'm like trying not to, dude. I'm like, are you kidding? Dude, they don't even bring a lid. I'm like,
dude, wait, what, who the fuck came up with the cone idea? They're like, let's make a cup out of the one shape that can't be set down. It's like they're forcing you to drink it. It's like, no, literally every other shape you can find a way to set it down. Fucking cone, can't do it. It's like an ice cream cone. It's like, why didn't they make a round ice cream cone? Because you have to eat it before it melts. Because you can't set it down anymore.
Not only that, but McDonald's, like, you can set the McDonald's one down, but as soon as you do, it goes like this.
Yeah.
Over.
Oh, the Tower of Pisa, because the ice cream in it is 5 times more than the fucking little sugar cone. And I don't even know, I've probably consumed so much glue because of McDonald's cones, because you take the thing off, and you see the remnants of, like, the glue, and sometimes there's still paper on there, and you can't get it off. But the cone is so fucking good for some reason, still eat it.
Oh, dude,
I have so much
there's nothing better
in my stomach.
There's nothing better than the bottom of an ice cream cone. Like those last like bites of it when you gotta like it's like syrup and waffles at the bottom, dude, with like little like divots in your and all.
The McDonald's. So when you're driving, you can only get one McDonald's cone, right? Because you're driving with one hand already, and it's already dripping down you like it's fucking not even a meme. So when I go to McDonald's now and I want more than one cone, which is every single time because one cone definitely not enough, I bring a bowl with me. I bring a bowl and I put the cones in the bowl and just let them melt in there, and then I get home and I eat them. And then I just like drink out of the bowl all the stuff that melted.
Oh,
that's
dude,
how fat.
You're making a rookie mistake, dude. You got to learn how to hold 2 cones in your hand, dog.
Right.
That's what you go like this. You go over both. Looks like you
maybe in Kansas where you can be fucking swerving like a snake all over the road.
Oh, dude, how many times
I can't even make it up.
Dude, they say texting and driving is like what? No, eating. So much worse, dude. There's so many times where I'm like fucking with my food, and then I'm like with the car, because I'll be like in the other lane, and I'm just like, I want to finish unwrapping my burger, dude. It's so bad. Imagine how fat you have to be to kill somebody. Like, imagine running over a pedestrian, and they're like, how did it happen? It's like, oh, I really wanted to unwrap my Taco Bell. Nobody that, like, is our weight ever has killed somebody eating in their car. But dude, some fat ass has at some point, like, run over, and they just bury it. They're like, I don't even want that coming out. McDonald's is going to, like, everybody's going to get sued. That should be the crime, though, because I'm so good at texting and driving. Not that I ever do it. I would never break the law. But, like, I can send a legit text message and still be, like, looking at the road. I can, like, not look at my phone when I'm texting. But you get me some food, Oh!
I
Game over.
I never wait. I've never gotten Taco Bell and gotten home, and everything that I ordered was still in the bag. I usually finish, and I live 2 minutes away from Taco Bell. I finish everything that I ordered before I get home. Like, I might as well have just eaten it there and gone home, because I never take home food. Yeah.
It's got to be the new challenge, is like, who can get home with their food. I mean, it's not even funny. Like, I will literally think when I get to the place, I'm like, okay, I can't eat this. Like, I have to wait till I get home. And then I'll like, not even thinking, I'm like, and I'm like, shit, with my mouth full of fries. Because it's like you eat a certain part of the meal, and then the rest of the meal's ruined when you get home. So if it's like, if you start eating it, then the rest of it's ruined when you get home. Like, you have to just like sit there and finish it.
Yeah. The funniest thing is watching people eat in the car with like that they have Tupperware to do it, or like or silverware. Like, if you've ever watched someone eat like McDonald's oatmeal or something while they're driving, like, the funniest thing, because they have to hold the bowl while holding onto the steering wheel, like, with their pinky, and then they're like bending over towards the wheel to like scoop it into their mouth, and it's like the most dangerous thing.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
It's so dumb. Let me see if I can get my mic to like actually cooperate. There we go. Dude, it's so annoying. Like, I just stopped eating with the utensils. Like, I usually just pull over and eat. Like, if I go to like Cane's or something, I'll just pull over on the side of the road and start eating there. Like, I don't even try to get it home. If I try, it's more dangerous if I try to take it home. Because then the whole way I'm like trying to get home, and then I'm like, you want to talk about road rage, dude? Anybody gets in my way, it's like, dude, it's not even funny, dude. It's the worst. Because it's like, move out of my way. I have fresh Canes, and I'm not going to pick up my chicken strip and have the skin off, dude.
Dude, you can't combine hangriness and road rage. It's already bad either way. I'm already the most upset person if I'm either hangry or driving. So if you combine the levels are off the chart.
Oh, and I never ever, first of all, my hunger goes from 2 to 10. So it's either like, oh, I'm kind of hungry right now, or I'm like, okay, I need food. Or, and so it's like, and then usually I have to go somewhere because I never have food at the house. So I have to go somewhere. So I'm like halfway there, and I'm just already pissed. And then like I'm waiting for somebody to get my way. Like, it's, dude, I'm waiting for it, dude.
Dude, I can't time my hunger, too, and it upsets me because, like, there'll be times where I'll eat a fuck ton, and I'll be hungry 20 minutes later, and it's just unreal. And then there'll be times where I'll eat, like, a little bit, and I won't be hungry for, like, hours and hours. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the kind of food or something, but there's no process for... It's, like, 2 to 10, like you said. There's no process for me. It's not, oh, I'm getting a little hungry. Oh, like, I'm starting to get hungry. Like, I'll be hungry in, like, this amount of time. It's like, I'm fine. 30 seconds later, we gotta go eat. I need something right now. And that's why I can never cook, because I can't plan out my hungerness. And like, when I get hungry, have to eat then and there. Like, there's no time to make food.
Exactly. So that's why if I try to cook, I get like halfway through cooking. Like, I remember the other day I was starving, and I'm like going through everything at the house. I was like, I gotta save money. And I pull out, it says lasagna, and I'm like, and it says an hour. Dude, is there anything that takes... Dude, I could fuck a chick, get her pregnant, have the baby, raise it, and send it to college before the fucking lasagna is done in the oven, dude. It takes so long. And then it's never that good. I've had like one oven lasagna in my life, and my voice is just shot now because I screamed. But I've had one oven lasagna in my life that has just been a banger. And it was when I was like 5. And I have been searching high and low for that brand of lasagna. If I find it, never eaten anything else. But all the other lasagna brands, trash. Like, they're just all suck.
Stofers, dog.
Yeah.
Dude,
I just got a news article. It said, has your pet ever accidentally eaten your weed? Veterinary experts share their advice for handling this increasingly common situation. Imagine going to vet school, like paying all the money, and then you have to answer what happens if dog eats weed. Like, back, well, there's all these serious medical issues. There's just some stoner that's high as hell, just like running his dog into like the vet. Hey, eat my weed! Eat weed! He's so bad, dude.
Oh. Well, when I walked dogs, there was this one time where I was in this guy's apartment and he left his weed just out on the table.
Yeah.
And the dog is in there. Like, hey, for that exact reason, I'm gonna move it so the dog doesn't die. And I move it an inch, and instantly, oh, don't worry about the stuff on the table. He has like a camera and a speaker set up, and I pushed it, and he goes, "What? Don't worry about the table." I'm like, why would you hire?
And then you have to like talk to the camera. You have to be like, why? Like you have to look at him in the.
Yeah, and there's never any input. They're like, I can't hear you, but don't worry about the table.
Yeah, they're gonna see you talking,
okay.
see you trying to defend yourself. You're like,
yeah, dude, so creepy. Because, dude, why are you paying someone to come into your apartment and then fucking, if you have the time to watch someone come into your apartment and walk your dog, go do it. Go do it.
You know they're just, dude. My I have somebody who has one of those doorbell, like it shows you walking up to their door.
The ring.
Yeah, and it's like, and it shows them, and I was like, did you see me walking up? And they're like, yeah, and then they show, and I look like such an idiot. I'm like walking up to the door, like, dude, it's so dumb. You don't even know you're on camera, dude. It's
those things are creepy.
Well,
I hate seeing
some of those things
doorbell.
Some of those things can also get hacked too. Like if you watch videos, one thing people will do is they'll hack into it.
Yeah.
And they'll play what's that song? Where it's like I'll be watching you or something. By
every step you take. Yeah.
Yeah. They'll play that over the speaker, and you can find videos of people just like trolling people.
Dude,
even
imagine
though it's, like,
just starting
fucking
playing a
illegal.
song and then watching the person get the shit scared of them. Dude, my favorite. Dude, they're like every step. Dude, it scares me.
You should do it. You should go
But
on YouTube and just type in like Nestle camera hacked. And
Well, no, it's not gonna.
bunch of,
That's
like,
not what you're
videos
gonna end
of
up
people getting
seeing,
fucked
though. You're
with.
gonna see like horrible beatings, dude. Like you're not gonna end up seeing like I'm gonna see some scared videos and I'm gonna see some guy like knifing some woman, dude. It's gonna be horrible. Have you ever looked something up on the internet thinking you're gonna see something completely different and then you get the complete opposite?
100%.
Huh?
Yeah, all the time, dude. I mean, I've never seen anyone get killed, but
I have, dude. I started watching like Russian like front cam videos on cars. And the first few of them were like, oh, this is funny. It's like, oh, and people getting hit and just like funny stuff going on. And then it turned into like some guy got crunched between a car and was like, and then like guts was spilling. I was like, oh, what did I turn on? And then of course you have to keep watching. So you're just like, it just slowly just start getting worse and worse.
Those are brutal. It's so weird to watch someone die. Like that happened. Like that person
But
lost
imagine
it.
a real life. Like, imagine you're watching on your phone, but like real life, like you're in the, and then the idiot didn't go in reverse. Like they're in the car, like, and she's like, and the guy's like, ah! Like sitting outside the car. Didn't even. I'd be so mad if I got hit and then like crunched in and they didn't back up. Oh, dude.
You want them to back up? What if they hit you and then they roll over you and then the guy's like, honey, back up, and you're like, oh, and it happens again because they're reversing over you. Dude.
No, but no, I'm talking. No. He was like walking in between. So it was like at a stoplight, and he was walking in between like a car, the back of a car, and the front of another, and then she like slowly started moving forward and crushed him. Yeah, and so and then she didn't back up. So he's like, oh, dude, I don't care. I could be crippled. I'm gonna be like this, wheeling up to your house, and I'm gonna ring the doorbell and be like. Like, dude, I don't even care. Oh, my God. I'd be so mad.
Well, dude, if they back up, I mean, I think it's better if they stay because it's holding your, like, guts in and so you don't internally bleed. If they back up, everything's just going to go...
yeah.
It's like putting pressure on a wound. Like, you got to keep the pressure there.
I wouldn't even think of it, dude. I would handle that situation so badly if I ran into somebody. I think... Because you got... Dude, I was actually thinking, like... What would you do, hypothetically, this would never, I mean, God forbid, dude, if you're, like, on your phone and driving through your neighborhood, and then you accidentally run over a kid?
Came to some...
Dude, you're in prison. You're in prison. So it's like, what do you do? Like, do you just finish the kid off, like, and then just, like, take off and try to hide somewhere? Like,
I'm going to be like, hey, let me get you to a hospital. and then I'm gonna open the trunk instead of the back door, and they're like, "Why are you putting me in here?" I'm like, "Don't worry, chloroform," and then I'm finding the closest pier, putting some cement in a trash bag.
Oh, dude, you're not even gonna have chloroform, so you're like, "Don't worry."
Let me finish it off.
Dude, yeah, don't worry. Like, dude, it's so... Dude, you're screwed. That's my biggest fear, is I'll be like this, driving, and then all of a sudden it's like... And I get out of the car, and there's just a kid, like, mangled looking up at me, dude. I'm like... Not just... I mean, the kid's life, it's sad, but then I know it's gonna be... prison for the rest of my life.
Well, it's an accident. It's a done deed. It's like, what are you going to learn from being in jail for the rest of your life for doing that? It's like,
I mean, I'm on the run. If that happens, I just want to let everybody know, if I ever, which I never will do because I'm so careful, like, where there could possibly be kids, and I don't even, like, touch my phone. But, like, I mean, you know, it'd be, like, over the stupidest text, too. Like, what were you even texting? And it's like, man's almost home, time to grind. And it's like, running over some kid. But I'm going on the run, dude. Like, it's over. Like, I'm just gonna, I'm testing my luck fucking being Jason Bourne, and I'm gonna go on the run and just see what I can do.
Yeah, I'm running it off. Dude, but, okay, so I've rear-ended 2 people, both times, texting. Okay? Guess who I was texting? A fucking woman. And neither of those women in my life right now. So it's like, I fucked my insurance to be like, oh, you too, with a smiley or something like that. So don't never text a woman. I'd rather crash my car texting you. Because it's so, like, at least you can mourn with me and be like, oh, I'm sorry that happened. They're like, oh, I'm out 6 months later. So it doesn't matter. But
it's so funny when you're like, I rear-ended this guy. And I like hit him by accident, and all I can see is him.
Is he?
No, he goes like forward. It's like no part of me was expecting to get rear-ended. So this guy, he's like in his car, and I'm reaching into the backseat trying to grab something, and my foot comes like off the brake, and I start going forward. I was like, I like boom, and he just goes.
Everyone's in shock when it happens. Like, no one's slower to react to something than people that get hit by a fucking... Because they're like trying to see if they got hit, and then they put their blinker on and wait for like 10 years to make sure that you see their blinker so you follow them, and then they go and drive like 1 mile per hour to the side of the road to make sure you follow them. And then they park and get their stuff out, and it takes them 10 years. It's like the slowest thing that I'm like, whenever you rear at someone, you're on your way somewhat, obviously on your way somewhere. So it's like, God damn it, hurry up and pull. Like, if I get rear-ended, I'm going like this, blinker, pulling over, have my stuff. Okay, let's go. I'll talk to your insurance later. Okay, see ya. Going.
Oh, dude.
Like, why do you be like the slowest. It takes people so long to pull over. Dude. That's why there's traffic every time.
Oh, dude, have you ever had a cop well, on this first to finish the bit? Every single time, every single person, you could be anywhere in the world. If they get rear-ended, this is their reaction every time. What the hell was that? Every single time. That exact same sentence. It's never like anything else. It's, what the hell was that? And they're like looking around like, obviously it's a car hitting you, you know? But dude, have you ever had like a cop pulling you over and then you can't pull over at that time and you're freaking out because you're like, okay, if I don't pull over in like 2 seconds, they're going to be...
think they're going to be like...
My biggest fear is that they put out the thing, pull your car over right now. That's my biggest fear. Can you imagine how embarrassing, dude? It's like my bitch-ass car pulling off the side of the road.
Dude, get this. I got pulled over the other day. I did a ticket. But this was like when a few months after I got my car. So the cop car isn't even behind me and flashes the lights and like the siren.
Yeah.
And I knew it was me. I'm the only one going fast. And so I'm like, so I like slow down, and then he finally catches up, and then pull over, please. And then it's literally a point where like you can't stop and you can't right on red. So I have to sit there and wait for the light to turn green. Then I turn right, and there's a bike lane. And so you have to keep going until park. It literally was like half a mile before I could finally pull over. And I'm going like 1 mile per hour trying to find a place. And he's just following me the whole way. And didn't even get a ticket. I'm like, hey, well, you just created all that and gave me the heart attack of a life.
I got pulled over because of a biker, dude. I mean, it's like this biker was coming up to a stop, and then I had been following him for like 30 minutes, and it's pissed me off. So I'm following this biker, and then he stops, and then the officer was like, well, I'll get to that. So the biker turns, and then of course I'm turning the same way, so I go out, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoop, whoop. And I was like, yes, dude, idiot biker getting what's coming. And then he gets behind me, and I was like, and so I pull over, and he's like, did you realize that you didn't make a full stop? And I was like, I did make a full stop. There was a biker. I had to. And he was like, no, you didn't. And I was like, do you know who didn't make the full stop? The biker. And he was like, well, I didn't see the biker. I was like, how the fuck did you miss him? He's going 2. How did you not see the biker? Dude, you're clearly just like this, watching that stop sign, because Kansas police officer in whitest area, so nothing else to do. So he's just like sitting there, and it's just freaking, like, it's biker comes out, and then me. And I had to stop. What am I going to and like go over him? Like, I had no choice but to stop because the biker was going so slow. Dumbest ticket I've ever gotten in my life. Like, I was so mad. And then this dude, because he's like a deputy, so he just can't like be in charge. So he's like, because he's just so used to taking orders his whole life. So he's like, here's a ticket. It's like $250. I was like, Jesus, dude. You like, I get it if I was driving a nice car, but do you see my car? I'm not rolling in money. Make it $150.
Dude, that's the bad thing about living in like a nice white area, is you're gonna get tickets for every small thing, because what else are you gonna get it for? Like here, I'll be driving on the way to my friend in Inglewood. Oh, you could be going 90 through a red light. They don't give a fuck because there's someone getting shot around the corner. So it's like, okay, bigger things to worry about. So it's like you can break the smallest laws and no one cares.
Yeah, dude. That's literally how it is, like in downtown. Like if you're downtown, you could be like around corners, like it's go-karts.
Mario Karting, dude.
Dude, I stopped go-karting because of how much of a gay you look when you go-kart. You can't look cool. This goes into our topic, one of the topics of the podcast. Things you can't not look like a virgin when you're doing. Go-karting is one of them. Imagine go-karting and then looking cool. Like, first of all, you're like this. Like the whole way, because the things are rickety. And then you get hit.
They don't go fast. They go like 2 miles per hour, but you feel like you're going fast. So you're like, but in reality, you're...
Have you ever like watched the video footage after, and you're like, and then you're like bragging to your friend, like, I was fucking whipping around that last corner, dude. It was insane. And then you get like watch the video, and you're just like going around the corner, dude. and dude, when you're like my height, my knees, it's like this. In the go-kart, dude, because my knees are like in my face, dude. So like dude, I'm telling you, every time somebody hits me, I knee myself in the nose. So I get hit, I'm like, like every single time, dude. It hurts so bad.
Anything that you do at like an amusement thing, you look like a virgin doing. Rock wall climbing, dude. If you put on that giant harness like a diaper and it's squeezing your balls and going your ass crack, and one of your short pants is like so up your leg because it grabbed onto that one, and you're fucking like this on a wall, like looking for the next rock. That's so embarrassing. And then what else? Mini golf?
No,
Go
dude,
play real golf.
With the rock wall thing, worse than that is the guy at the bottom. You're doing well. Keep going. To your left, and you're like,
press the button when you get to the top. No, I have a great story. So I did that at Mulligan's. I did the rock wall. And I got to the top, and my arms were like shaking, cause so hard to keep yourself up there on like the smallest thing. You're like grabbing on by fucking 2 things. James Franco, 127 hours, and there's a button that you press to make the noise, and they're like, press the button. I'm like, it's not doing anything. They're like, oh, try it again. I'm like, like reaching as far as I can. I'm like, it's not doing anything. They're like, oh, I guess it's broken. So I was literally, was sore. My arms were so sore for like 3 days. All so I could press this fucking button to have everyone be like, and it was broken, dude. Imagine like how to work here, not. I'm like, and we can't finish a rock wall and be like this. It's not a normal climbing position. You're trying to press the button like this, like you're dunking it sideways. It's so stupid, dude. And you look so gay. And because it's not even as high up as you think. When you're up there and you're looking down, you're like, oh, I'm at the top of Yosemite. But if you're on the ground, you're like 5 feet above it. There's nothing below you. Like you jump down.
They had this one at this like ratchet ass arcade, and it was we were in like Nebraska for like family Christmas, and so we like the younger kids, like the people like under 30, all go to this like dumbass arcade with, I mean, literally, you know, it's in the hood when even the arcade basketball hoops have metal nets, like chain link nets, dude. When it's even in the arcade, so I was like, okay. I mean, you literally, this place was just like a giant building. Like Dave & Buster's, you walk in, there's like cool wallpaper. This place had like torn wallpaper and then just games, and half of them were like out of order. And so they had this rock wall that goes like this. When you're, it goes up. It's like on a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
And then it goes like this as well. So I'm like, I'm going to climb it. And they're like, I'm pretty sure you're too heavy. And I was like, fuck it. Because we were waiting for laser tag, because only fun thing. And so we're climbing, I'm climbing up it. I get to like the top and I'm like this, right? It starts falling because the thing, I mean, I'm telling you, this thing was like, it was like the size of probably from like to your ceiling. Like it wasn't that high. It starts tipping over and I didn't know what to do. I'm like, ah! Ah! And then I literally just jump off and the thing goes and hits the ground. And we're just standing around it like, and a guy comes over and he's like, it's fine, happens all the time. Sets it back up. I was like, dude, you're going to get some kid that goes like, that's just like this under it. Dead. Because you fucking, like they literally just picked it up and put it back up. Didn't even tie it down. Like at least get some of those like hook, little like bungee cords to hold it up. Didn't even do that, dude. It was the most ratchet. Oh, dude, it was insane.
You mentioned the one thing that's like no one, I don't care if you're a veteran and you served 20 tours in Iraq, you can't look cool doing it. Laser tag, dude. If you put on a vest with a little box on it and you're with a cord attached and you're fucking like points, because first of all, never works. There's not a single laser tag place that has working guns in a vest. Never works. Not a single one. It is always broken, and so it's never accurate if you get points or not. And you look so gay because it's like, okay, could put on a vest and a real gun and go do something, but instead you're over here. The fake sound effects. It's like they can make it like a gun. It's got to be. And then when you get struck, it's like it's 1980s. It's like. It's like, am I playing Space Invaders, dude? It has the cheesiest sound, and it's the worst quality because it's like 50 layers of plastic.
And have you ever gotten mad? Like somebody that one fucking just fat virgin just figures out that the easiest way to win is stand there and just keep shooting you. And so you'll just sit there like this, and then every time you get mad, you go, stop! And you like go off. Because it's so frustrating, but you're playing laser tag. So it's like you look like, it's like one of those situations where you retaliating makes you look worse than the original like instigator. That's it. Yeah. If someone's like shooting you over and over again and you go, stop, I'm trying to play! And you're like in your 20s. Dude, I mean, it's like I'm walking out of the gym, I'm going back to the freaking thing, I'm securing it to the wall, I'm hanging a rope, and I'm going... Dude, it's like...
Dude, that was me. I went on a date, and I went to laser tag, and there's this kid that just was following me and walking, and like I just stopped and looked at him, and I was so close to pistol whipping him with the fucking black little plastic thing. I was so pissed. I was like, am I really gonna do this right now? Like, I straight up almost went to jail over laser tag with the kid following me. I'm like, hey, this not fun. I was so straight face gang as fuck because of not having a good time.
You also can't look cool and do like, what's that one? It's not a skateboard, it's the one that goes like this. And there's like the little like thing in the middle and it goes like this. What's it called, dude? where people
A
are
wave?
like, no, it goes like you put your feet like this. Dude, what the hell is it?
It's called a wave, dude.
Oh yeah, the
Where
wave.
you, like,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
like,
You can't look cool and be pulling up.
You're like,
Yeah, you're like,
yeah. It's the.
imagine pulling up to a
That should be
chick. Imagine a chick being like to her dad, "Now where is this guy? Oh, he should be here any minute. Oh, there he is."
Yeah, he's got, dude. And if you try to go fast, you could do it slow and kind of not look like a faggot. But if you do it fast, you're like, like trying to go fast, and you can't go fast on it. It's like you can only do so much. So you're working so hard. Your body's working so hard just to go. And it's like, hey,
there's some things where doing it quickly is not the move, like scooter riding. Like you can't like if you're gonna scooter, already ass taking it. But dude, if you're scooter riding fast, you're like trying so hard, dude. It's like so bad. And then it's for nothing, because then you go like this, you're like, and then you have to do it again. Like you can't keep going fast.
It's like, dude, there's some stuff at the gym too that you can't do fast. Like if you're on the bike and your whole body is stationary, but your leg, you're like, fucking, your legs are like a million miles a second, and you're like it's so embarrassing. Like you can't do that. You got to be like this on the bike. Like you're not trying to win a decathlon. Like relax.
Oh, dude, you can't. Oh, dude, there's just so much stuff. I mean, it's just insane. Like, I can't even think of anything else at the top of my head. But you can't.
Or like an elliptical
bounce house.
What?
If you can't go in a bounce
Oh, dude,
house,
can you imagine if we have a
stupid.
trampoline trying to go fast?
Jump, dude, slip and slides. The worst. You can't look cool doing a slip and slide.
Oh, especially when you're
like,
the size of it now. When you're a kid, you can like stop. I tried to go on a slip and slide like 3 summers ago, and I because they just had one outside of like this church thing I was at. So I was like, oh shit, and I go running over to it, and I just fully clothed. I just dive on it, and I go, and here's the end. This is the end. I go like this. Right through it, and I'm like on grass for like 30. Dude, if there was a rock going like this would have been me. Like it would have been so bad, dude. Because it hurts so bad because it goes from like your
ribs are just hitting the ground.
Oh, dude.
Dude, you wait because you have so much momentum. You just go until your body runs out of water to slide, and then you start tumbling. It's like the worst.
Which never happens because then I've got blood lubricating because of the ground. And you just keep going, dude. Have you ever been sledding, and you're just going down, and you're going so fast, and then there's like, dude, me and my friend last summer, we have this like giant sledding hill near my house. But is there a sledding hill where there's not an electrical box at the bottom? You know? And so we're on this sledding hill going down, and I'm like, I'm sitting in the back, and he's sitting in the front, and he can see, and he's like, turn! Turn! And so we're trying so hard to turn, and we weigh like 500 pounds on this thing, and we're like going so fast, and then he gets off, and I'm like twice as fast, and then I turn, and dude, he had to just kill it, and we're like rolling down the hill for like 20 minutes.
The worst is when you try to turn like that, like tilt, where you're like moving like this as much as you can, and it just keeps going straight. So you're like,
I know, you're going like this to try to turn it like it's a bobsled, and then it's either it doesn't turn at all, or it goes like 2 to 10 and just goes like out from under you, and you just go. Like,
you go spinning out of control.
Dude, it's brutal.
The first time I went snowboarding, I remember the first time I went snowboarding.
Yeah.
So many people, and I don't know why they do this, sitting on the fucking slope, dude. Like,
why?
They just take a break halfway down the fucking thing. I don't know. Go to Big Bear and ask them. Because they fucking go, like, halfway down, stop, and just post up. Like, how is that a good idea to sit? That's the worst place you could possibly sit. All these people, and they do it on the bunny hill, where everyone's learning. So I literally, the first time I went snowboarding, went straight into 2 people just sitting down. I had to have broken something on them. And I was like, sorry. hit them and went tumbling like so much further, and then just got up and started going again. I was like, I can't do anything about it, and it's their fault. They're sitting down. I tried to dodge as many people. I hit so many people learning how to snowboard. Their fault, so don't feel sorry about it. But at the end of hitting all these people going down, I get to the end, and there's no good way to stop on a snowboard, because if you try to turn it too fast, you're just going to smack so hard. So I just kept going, and they had these fences, I remember, that were like, you might have seen them. They always have them at like construction zones, but they're like orange, and they look like chainmail, but they're plastic. And so they have a bunch of little holes. It's like that. So they had those to block it off. And I went straight into it and flipped over it, and like half of it came down with me, and my board got stuck and everything. Most embarrassing. And that was after last story I told, where I was getting off the ski lift and bonked me in the back of the head twice. So all of that, I mean, it was straight a Three Stooges bit within like 5 minutes of me just go down a fucking bunny hill. So ridiculous, dude. I could not have hit more people and hurt myself.
Dude, have you ever bumped in? You ever like know you're gonna hit something, and so you're just like you just know it's coming, dude? That's like any time, like whenever I go sledding now, there's at least one time where I'm like, and then crash into something.
Oh, I don't even try to avoid it, because it's better. There's a 90% chance that you're not gonna avoid it by pulling off some cool shit, like move. So I just, here we go. Like, you're gonna look better embracing your fall than trying to do some cool shit, and then you just absolutely eat it.
Oh, dude.
And I want to know someone who's been snowboarding or skiing their entire life and never broken a bone. Like, whose idea was it to take the slipperiest thing and slide on it intentionally?
Oh, dude, that's why I don't snowboard, because the first time down, I'll like have my leg like dangling, dude. Like, it's not even worth it for me.
And then skis, dude. Imagine skiing. Your feet are so locked into those things, and they're like longer than your body.
Oh, you go like this.
So it's like if it gets caught,
and then it's just so bad, dude.
You're surfing chopsticks down a fucking mountain.
All right, so let's see what topics we have here. We have let's see what we can get. Irrational fears we put on there.
Yeah.
And then we put back seat. What was it, dog?
So, irrational fear, every time I get in my car, and I've done this with every car I have, and the car I have now barely has a back seat. Like, if you want to get back there, you better be doing some gymnastics type shit, because it's a small car. So, but every time I get in my car, I check the back seat to see if someone's back there waiting with some chicken wire to fucking do it over the thing and choke me out. Because I've watched too many shows and movies at this point where someone's just back there with a mask, and I get in my car and I turn the key and get choked out from behind. And there's no reason someone would do that to me. So it's
dude, there's none, but it's that like some vindictive ex. Like, I'm just trying to go about my merry way, and then I get in the car.
Yeah.
Like, dude, can you imagine? And that's another thing you can't look cool and be choked.
Yeah, and then after watching The Godfather 50 fucking times, try every time you start your car, you think your car's gonna fucking blow up.
Oh, dude,
like,
if there's somebody, if I'm like walking, I could be walking in the nicest area, and if I see anybody within like 7 feet of my car, I'm like, well, this is my last moment, because I'm gonna start the car, and they definitely, like, who's gonna go underneath and be like,
put a bomb in there.
Yeah, it's like nobody, just for you to get in the car. That would be the best way to die, though, because you're just fucking gone. Like, the car starts and you're just gone.
The people that have the most irrational fears are poor people. And it's like realistic fears. It's like, I've never seen a nice car that puts one of those fucking wheel locks on it. Like, you know those things you put them on the actual like steering wheel and lock it? Every single time I see one of those, it's on some busted ass car I could buy with the money in my bank account, which is like $200. Like, the wheel lock costs more than the car. And they're so worried about their car being stolen. It's like, you're never going to have the nicest car in a parking lot. Just don't worry about it.
Dude, yeah, no, I'm trying to think of some irrational fears I have.
Falling in the shower and cracking my skull open. Irrational fear.
I get in the shower like a boomer. I'm like,
Dude, I'm about to buy one of those things that has like the rail bars, and like opens up.
Oh,
it's like the back.
Yeah, I need one of those doors, dude. Those doors where you can get in and you're just like, dude, because stepping in the shower, have you ever stepped on like the light, and you have like the tub shower, so you have to like go and like step in. Mine is like, it's this high off the ground, but the lining thing is like a rigged fence. So like I'll step on that by accident, and I'm like, oh, like dude, it's so bad, and then you're just in so much pain. Oh, dude, but what's my irrational fear? I can't, like, if I have this drink and I set it down and then I go upstairs and I can't drink it when I get back. Like I have to refill it because I'm afraid somebody walked over and went with some poison. Yeah.
Cyanide. Oh, dude,
like anybody's gonna poison my drink, and then even if I'm home alone, I could be completely home alone. Then I'm even more scared. So I don't. I'll get a new cup. Like I'm just gonna get the person. Like if they're gonna kill me, it's like, you missed your one chance. Ha ha ha. Like a smart person would just poison the rest of the cups, knowing that I do that, and then it's just fucking. Then I'm like, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, if I'm home alone and it's dark, I have to run an op on my entire house. Like I check the entire house with a light. I turn on every single light and I check every single room.
Oh.
Like I remember I came and I just had the weirdest feeling. I got my shotgun and literally went around every corner and checked every closet in my house, including like the broom closet, which is like, if you're a robber, why would you hide in the broom
because
closet?
if you don't check everything, then it's like that's where they're gonna be. And I'm always dude. I remember one time, so like everybody was like, I pulled up. I had been gone for like 3 days, and I pull up to the house. All the lights outside are off. Every light in the house is off. I'm like, and I didn't have any weapons, so I'm just like, I like open the garage door and I open the door to the house, and I'm like listening. So I fucking call somebody. I'm like, okay, here's the deal. If I go down and you hear me screaming, just call 911. Like immediately, just call 911. Like, why? I'm like, because my house is so black that it isn't even funny, dude. So it's like so I'm like turning on every light, checking every room, and I go like, what am I gonna do without a weapon? Like I go in, like hoping that I scare somebody. Like there's just, you get fucked. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I die, I die. But it was just, it's so freaky, dude.
It's when the power goes out and it's darker in your house than it is in Washington D.C. Most scary. Like you, and imagine, and then what makes it even scarier? I'd rather be in the dark than have a candle light, because the shadows that come off of a fucking candlelight are so scary.
Oh, dude, you can't, dude. I mean, it's, and then it goes like flickering. So you're like, like hold, dude. Imagine lanterns in 2019. You know? Dude, I saw somebody. I was over at my friend's house in like middle school, and there's this horrible storm, and his dad's like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna give you guys a light just in case the storm goes out." He's like, "Okay." Brings a fucking lantern. He like brings it and sets it on the thing. I'm like, "What is this, goddamn Harry Potter?" Like I'm.
Was it a lantern with a light or like a kerosene lantern or something?
It was a lantern with a light, but still, it's just like.
What's the point of that? You know?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? A lantern? Just make a light.
It's like, hey, so they actually have these crazy things. They're sticks with a button, and then it goes like this. Whoom! And then you can see. Dude, it's so dumb. And he brings in a lantern, and I'm like, dude, imagine the power going out and everybody meeting up. Where are ya? I'm over here. Sweet. I'm over here as well. Like, dude, because nobody hangs them anywhere. That's the whole point of lanterns, that you can hang them. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know? Like, what are you going to fucking hang it?
Slave shit. It's like the 1700s. We're walking into every single room. Body count. Fucking, they're shining. Just seeing like little white eyeballs, and that's it. And it's like, okay, got 48 pairs of eyeballs walking out. And it always, if you've ever seen a movie with a lantern, why does it have to clank so much? It's like hitting itself as the person's walking. It's like, why do you have to hold it like this so it's dangling? Just walk with two hands or something.
Oh, it'd probably burn you. You'd be like,
and why can't you just hold a lantern like this? They always hold
like
it so far up. It's like, what are you, a lamp post? Just hold it normal.
Oh,
it's so dumb.
Post? Dude, what's the worst place you've been?
I would say my irrational fear.
Go ahead.
I would say my irrational fear is aliens, because if there are aliens and they're hella far away, the odds of them even coming to Earth are so rare, and the odds of them coming to see me, of all people, makes it even more rare. But, like, if they showed up in the backyard, like, I'm fucked. Like, if they can
if
get
you
this
see
far,
them, you're already fucked, because they've got a beat on your house. So what do? You get a gun and be like...
I'd be like a fucking deer in the woods, and they're like this redneck about ready to shoot me. Like, there's nothing I can really do.
Oh, dude,
if they
you
want
shoot
me
a gun
dead,
and they'll
I'm
just
dead.
turn and be like...
I know.
Like,
I feel
send
like
the
I
bullet
just
back
piss them
at you.
off.
You're like, shoot, you're like...
Dude, you know what's funny about every alien movie is they always come and they go, take me to your leader. And how many fucking people know the leader? Like, it just so happens that the alien comes across Trump's small circle because isolates everybody because idiot. It's like if someone came down, take me to your leader, I'm like, dude, I'm in California. He's probably golfing in Florida. Ask fucking Shinzo Abe. Like, I have no idea where my leader is.
Dude,
go for it.
Imagine going up to the White House and being like, the SC intercom. Yes, I have some aliens here. They want to speak to Trump. Dude, you're just gonna get
How do you think
sniped.
that conversation would go?
Yeah, so they have the technology to find my planet and shit, but then they can't just find the leader themselves.
Yeah, how could
Like,
you
what
not
the
figure
fuck
out?
shit is that?
I watched the movie Fire in the Sky, which is about a guy getting abducted. It's like one of the most like realistic abduction stories, like backed up and everything. And like I was freaked out for like the next 6 nights that I was just gonna wake up in the middle of the night and was gonna be like looking down on me in my bed. Dude, imagine
You're
seeing
like
because
jam.
you know aliens aren't attractive. Like they're just fucking brown and just like big ass heads looking like Jimmy Neutron head ass and they're like
Dude.
looking down on you.
You know what's scary? The scariest thing was the Travis Scott aliens. I swear to God, on his, like, whatever you want to call it, the merch, his new, the highest in the room, like, the cover.
Yeah.
Like, you saw the fucking, all the aliens that came with it or whatever. Those were so creepy and, like, real looking, if I had to imagine an alien. And, like, they had the faces and they were, like, blinking and shit. That shit was straight, that creeped me out.
Oh, dude.
Those were creepy.
I mean, aliens could... I'm looking at pictures of aliens right here, and it's like this... I mean, you don't even know what they could look like. Like, here's one where it's just like fucking... Its mouth looks like a pud, and it's just long. It looks like a giant ant. Like, what if aliens are like giant ants? You know?
Dude, no,
because
no,
the
you know
levels of
what
oxygen are going to be different on other planets, or like whatever they breathe. So it's like...
No, you know... What's funny is, like... Sorry. What's funny is, like, every movie, or, like, every time someone depicts aliens, they're, like, the same size as us, or, like, relatively the same size. It's like, dude, if you compare our planet,
Humanoids, yeah.
if you compare our planet to another planet, that planet is so exponentially much bigger that, like, if we see an alien, probably going to be the size of a fucking red tree, or what the fuck they're called, a sequoia tree. It's going to be taking steps the size of 1 million people. So it's like...
And the
so
thing,
much worse.
dude, on our own planet, like millions of years ago, we had like giant flies, dude. It's like you really mean to tell me that an alien's gonna come and it's gonna look just like a big, like light bulb head ass brown thing, like no, the thing's gonna be like, and just like, and what's his language gonna be, dude? You know.
It's gonna be straight Godzilla. It's gonna be big ass creatures that are just like.
I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna not now, but like if I see an alien, like that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be like imagine looking out your window, seeing an alien, and being like what do you do? Like if you actually saw an alien, what would be your first reaction?
Dude, I'd shit myself. Like if you knew it was like an alien and you just saw it walk past your window, what are you gonna do?
You can't do shit. If it sees you, it's already gonna get you.
And if it's walking like it doesn't give a fuck, then that's even more terrifying. Cause it's
I know. If that motherfucker's
scared.
He's got some swing in his whip.
I know. It's just fucking doing one of these.
Like,
and you know they walk
confident,
weird
too.
as shit. Like you know they walk weird as shit.
They're walking like on a waveboard, dude. They're going down the street. Like they're going 50 miles per hour on a waveboard.
Because it's like we can't even walk normal ourselves. So you know, like their walk, they're gonna be trying to do their coolest walk, and they're gonna be like, like it's gonna be so dumb, and that's gonna be the scariest part. Like imagine you make like there's an alien walking, and then you make a noise, and it sees you, and it goes like this. can't laugh. It sees you and it goes like this. Like fucking toward you down the hall, dude.
If it starts running, it's like, okay, I can kind of predict its motions. I'll just like stop and then pop. If it goes and like in a nanosecond is right in front of you because it's so fast somehow by doing this, it's like right in your face. It's like, oh, there's nothing I could do.
Like coming over.
Fucking flail.
Oh, dude, I'm just like, because I'd be like, huh! And like try to run, but there's like nothing you can do. You're done.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. I don't think aliens are gonna visit us. Do you guys believe in ancient aliens? Like, if you watch that show, Ancient Aliens.
Well, some of the stuff they've shown is like, it doesn't even really make sense. Like, they're showing pictures of like, and here is a jet, an ancient jet. It's like, you're not flying a jet through space. I don't know why you think they would take it.
Don't you know they brought kings here and made pyramids, made them absolute kings to rule this world?
Dude, it's just like they're like, oh, the aliens are that's the reason we have pyramids, because the aliens help them. It's like they built the most basic.
Not that advanced.
Dude, I know, it's this.
Yeah, the best they could do, triangle.
Yeah, it's like, you know, if they had some like badass shit, like what kind of alien comes to Earth and then is like, dude, I'm gonna leave a design in this Hitta's crop field. Like, none. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing.
Dude, the pyramids is like them coming here and designing a cup, and they make the cone cup. It's like, of all the things you could have made, not that one.
Dude, it's so dumb. It's like, do you really think if they came? Because, like, what are the Egyptians going to say to the aliens? You know, they're going to be like...
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing, dude. You know, talk about weird-ass walks, dude. You'd have, like, the alien walking. Or, I mean, the Egyptian would be like... And then the alien.
They can't even...
Like, walking into the fucking room, dude. Maybe that's where the aliens... Dude, what would you do if you, like... Oh, dude, I mean, it's just fucking...
Imagine them pulling up, and then they say something, and the Egyptian goes and gets out a tablet and starts drawing something on stone, because they can't communicate.
Oh, dude,
the language, they have to draw.
Like, zap them. The alien's gonna... Dude, if you see an alien, you're done. Like, it's over. That's why I don't believe in any alien encounters, because it's like, if they wanted you to see them, you'd probably be dead. It's like what's his name? Fucking Bob Lee Swagger. If they wanted you to see
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar's an idiot.
He lied about where he went to school.
I don't believe him. Unless I see an alien for myself, which I hope I don't. Like, I don't want to see one, but if I did, then I would believe in aliens.
We'll be dead before we find
sure.
aliens.
Because why would they come to us? Like, what do we have to offer? Black liquid? It's like, that's it. There's nothing else on our planet, you know? What could we tempt them with that they don't... If they can get to Earth, what could we tempt them with?
They're here to get the
material on Earth can be found elsewhere.
Exactly. And it's like everything we have is like a limited-ass resource that's running out.
There's way more of it elsewhere, yeah.
They're probably just making fun of us, like, oh, these idiots are still going to war for oil. It's like, nope, not for oil, for something else.
Dude.
Let's see what other topics on. Oh, dude, I wanted to talk about citizen journalists, and I don't want to like go on a huge tangent, but here's the thing: you're either a journalist or you're a citizen. You're not a citizen and a journalist. Like, I'm so sick of people going, I'm a citizen journalist. Like, no, you're either a journalist. Like, what makes... Like, then you're just giving an actual journalist power. Because it's like, can you imagine being like, well, I'm a citizen journalist, and they'll be like, well, I'm a real journalist, and you're wrong. Like, no, you're either a journalist. Yeah. I'm so sick and tired of seeing that. Like, I saw, like, this...
Credentials? No, you just like seeing stuff and talking about it, like everybody else.
That's not a journalist. I saw this video, or if it is a journalist, then anybody can be a journalist. And it's not a citizen journalist.
Yeah, we're citizen journalists, right?
I saw this video. It was like a promotional video. I don't want to say what it was because it'd like give it away. But they had like, they were introducing one of the people. And it had like a cheesy video of them like... And then it said, activist, citizen journalist. And I was like... Yeah, no. I mean, it's just so dumb.
Anyone that calls himself an activist, you know, it doesn't matter what it's for, if you're on the left or the right or anything that's not political, if you call yourself an activist.
Yeah.
Cringe. Like there's nothing more cringe.
Oh, dude, I thought I grabbed the good bar, and I grabbed the stupid bar, dude. Damn it.
Stupid bar. Are you gonna eat a Babe Ruth right now? Or a Baby Ruth?
No, I thought I grabbed the good Nature Valley bar, but instead I grabbed the freaking protein one that's dry-assed. Dude, protein anything, and you try to eat it, and you're like... like, it's like eating sand, dude. I mean, it's insane.
Might as well be eating chalk.
Oh, dude, you may as well... I mean, it's so disgusting. Let's see what else we got. Hold on. Oh, we said people who call events the blank experience, which is super annoying. It's like, don't call you... Like, I'm going to name my Tinder the Dylan experience.
That's gonna be like exclusive to your bio. Just exclusive tickets to the Dylan experience happening one time and one time only. You.
Yeah. It's like, hit me up and say you want the Dylan experience.
Dude, it's like Joe Rogan. It's like, I'm not having a Joe Rogan experience. Watching a podcast.
Well, and at least with Joe Rogan, it's like he's got a ton of viewers. I had a local radio DJ who had like, and I'm not gonna say his like actual name, but it was like the Dave Jones experience. And like at the beginning of the show, it was like the Dave Jones experience. I'm like, really? With your 1,500 listeners, it's the Dave Jones. That'd be like us calling this the TSFD podcast experience.
Yeah.
You know,
the TSFD experience. You know what makes an experience? You remember it. Half the shit that I watch, I won't remember. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and who wants to...
Like,
I'm down to experience some things, but I feel like if somebody calls themselves, like, their show The Experience, and I'm, like, forced into experiencing it, and I'm like, fuck this. And then I have to rebel against it and not experience it.
Ironically, I'm gonna start calling everything I do an experience. I'm gonna be like, dude, we gotta hit up the Fortnite experience up. And then we're gonna watch some shooter experience.
Instead of like Fortnite hours, you gotta be like, it's a real Fortnite experience.
Yeah. And then it's gonna be the Chick-fil-A experience later on. I'm gonna get hungry. And then
because
it's gonna
experience implies that you're like gaining something from it to use later. It's like me listening to the David Jones Experience radio show is not fucking...
You're having a life-altering moment. Yeah.
It'd be like the Alien Encounter experience, yeah, no, but it's not the radio show with 1,500 viewers. Now, if I see a massage parlor that has experience in the name, going, because you know you're getting a fucking afterwards. That's the only way, dude. Dude, I mean, if it says Asian massage experience, I'm like...
Yeah, if it's followed by experience and the first part isn't the happy ending, forget it. Because I'm not having an experience.
Well, I don't want them to start with the happy. Like, if I'm going to get a happy ending massage, like, I don't want them to start with the happy ending. Like,
no, if you're getting a happy ending experience, it includes the full experience. And it just ends with some coming.
Imagine if they started with the happy ending.
It'd be relax the fuck out of you. Then you wouldn't have to worry about getting a boner the whole time because you would have already gotten your shit.
It wouldn't, because I would be uncomfortable with the person still. Like, I feel like you have to break the touch barrier for a while before I'm like fine with you.
Palm on someone's eyelash, you've broken the barrier. You don't have to worry about being comfortable with them.
No, I'm talking if you go to like a massage parlor and some Asian chick walks in and starts just tugging yous, and you're not. I mean, it's just like I'm not ready for that yet. Like, I need you to like give me a... I want to get a happy ending massage. Dude, that's like on my bucket list. It's like a happy ending massage.
Yeah, whose isn't? We gotta go. I guess someone that we're gonna go see in San Diego apparently knows a place. We should all...
Huh? Does he really?
Yeah. We should all just get drunk and then go and see what happens. That would be a great story.
Has he been to it?
That would be a real experience. That would be a TSFD.
That would be an experience. And we can talk about it on the pod. That's how I look at life now. We were talking about this on the phone. It's like, that's how I look at life. I look at life like, can I talk about this in the pod?
Yeah. Is like, it pod worthy? No. Then I'm not going to
Like, I'll go on bad dates that I know are going to be bad, just so that after the date I can come on the podcast and like bitch about it.
Yeah. It's got to be either pod worthy or pause worthy. You know? It's load worthy.
You gotta blow your pod load instead of your pause load.
If she's pause worthy, then it's pod-worthy.
Oh God, that's so gross. Have you ever gone on a date with a chick and you just know, you're like, okay, this chick has AIDS. Like, I don't even need to like this chick has something, dude.
Yeah.
You have?
There's parasites on the lips. No, I haven't.
Oh, I have.
No. Fairly, every chick I've been with has been oddly, like, overly hygienic. Like, I don't know what it is.
Oh, I wish. Would you rather? Oh, dude, I've been with.
You've gone in some stank, dude. You've gone into the gutters.
Oh, dude, it's like fucking rats and damn bubonic plague era, dude. I mean, it's so bad. I went to this girl's house. I went to this girl's house like a couple of weeks ago, and I walked in, and she and I walked in the bathroom, and I'm like taking a piss, and then I turn around and I look in the shower, and she has a bottle of Summer's Eve, and I was like,
"That's it."
I know. I came out. I was like, "So we doing this?" Because it's like, you know what I mean?
Dude, yeah. If they don't have if they have bar soap in their bathroom, don't do it. Okay. If they don't have like top tier foaming soap from Target, like Method foaming soap from Target, not clean. Or if they don't have some bottle of hand sanitizer somewhere, doesn't matter where it is, it could be in a drawer. If they don't have that, not clean.
Yeah.
If they don't have one sec, if they don't have this, they have to have this. This is mandatory.
I'm excited to see what's mandatory.
I don't care what cupboard it's in. If they don't have this somewhere in their house, the 4-pack of the Clorox disinfecting wipes, they have to have them because otherwise, not a clean purse.
I don't have any, dog. I'm messiest purse, dog.
Oh yeah, exactly. And look at your room, dude. God,
dude, because I don't have a Wabot to clean it, dude. I wouldn't even.
I don't either.
Dude, I was dating a chick, and huh?
You have to be a woman until you find a woman.
Dude, I was dating this chick, and she was like, "Let me clean it," because I was telling her my room was messy, and she was like, "Let me clean it," and I was like, "No," and she was like, "No, seriously, let me clean it," and I was like, "No, like, no." Like, you don't even like if
it's
it was like
experience to clean your room.
Oh, dude, that's the fucking Dylan experience, dude. You walk into my room, it's the fucking experience, dude. I mean, it's bad. And so because nobody thinks, like, people be like, "Okay, no, my room's messy. Come on up." And I'm like, "All right, whatever." And there'll be like a book, you know, or like dirty clothes, and like no, dude. There's not one surface in my room that's not covered. It's awful.
Yeah. There's a line where it can be cleaned and someone has to be paid to clean it. If there's money involved, like your room is definitely a case where money needs to be involved for it to be cleaned. Even if you know the person, if the person loves you, still got to pay them because that's how bad it is.
If I love the person, I'm not letting them anywhere near it.
Yeah,
if I'm letting somebody go in there and like the majority of it isn't even like disgust. It's just like stuff. Like one of my desks just has like a ton of paperwork on it because every time I get a receipt because I keep all my receipts because I don't want them like changing the price when they freaking and charging me more. So I like save all my receipts, I save everything, and then I'll take it back and I just throw it on the same table. So like that table has like receipts. Like I'll go get my car repaired, I'll just throw that on there. It's like everything is on that one. And then I can't just throw everything away because some of them are important. So, because I've already filled up the drawers with receipts, which I can probably throw away now. I just need to go through it. It's just a pain, dude.
Yeah.
My room's disgusting, but I need to clean it. I need to just like strap down and clean it, but it's like a pain.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, I told you, but I had a gallon of milk, and then I had a half a gallon of milk. And I don't like finishing things because I feel like it's gross. Like, I already felt like the half gallon expired way before it was expired, so I bought the gallon, and I finished the gallon, and then there's still milk in the half gallon that I bought before the gallon. And so I go to pour out the half gallon in my sink, and it's not pouring, it's falling. There's chunks falling into the sink, and I'm literally like, you think you're fine, and you keep doing it. You're like, and it keeps getting longer.
You sound like Kermit the Frog. Dude, you can't. Have you? I've accidentally smelled. What's the most disgusting thing you've ever smelled?
So hard. I don't know what it is about milk, dude, but I've smelled some rank, solid milk. Like, to the point where it was like jello. Like, it was like just bouncy, and it wasn't chunks. It was a straight block.
And milk
of like jello.
Stale milk is like poop, where it doesn't smell until you break it. So it'll, like, you can have a cup of stale milk just like sitting on your counter, and it doesn't smell, and then you'll pour it in the sink, and it'll go, and then the smells like,
when you try to clean it,
and then you go, like, it's so disgusting, dude. It's so bad. No, the worst thing I ever smelled, and I've told this story before, but like, I don't know if I told it on the podcast, but I used to have this Rottweiler, and she was downstairs, and I don't know what it is about dogs, but leave them alone for more than 5 seconds, they're pooping. Okay, like, it doesn't matter what's going on, they're pooping. So I go upstairs, and like, it must feel so good to be a dog. Pooping in the house for a dog must be like coming without a condom in a whabot, because they just love doing it, you know? So I go upstairs for like 2 seconds. I'm like, I'll be gone for 2 seconds. I come back, and I'm like, no. So then I'm literally playing hot and cold, going around my house like trying to find where it smells. And then it gets bad, and I look in the living room. It looked like Fukushima nuclear plant explosion on the ground, dude. And I get close to it, and I'm like it was one of those, like, where I'm gagging so bad that this part of my throat is here. Like, I was like, dude. And so I put on like one shirt over my face, and I like tie that thing off, and I'm like this. And then I go down there, still bad. So I get another shirt, put it around, go down there, still bad. So I take my cologne, and I go, like, it wasn't even funny how many times. And then I finally get in, and I'm like, okay, this is fine, I can manage it. So I get a spoon and a shovel, and because you can't just get it, so you have to go.
Oh, dude.
And I get it onto the shovel, didn't open the door. So then I'm running across, because now the cologne it's just smell, because it's in my hand and I can't escape it. So I'm running I have a story highlight on my personal Instagram, Dylan Parentis. You can watch this in like real time. I'm running to the door, and I'm like getting to the door. I unlock it, and I open, and I double doors, you know? So like, they're both locked. So I open the first one, and then I try to open the second one, and I smash into it, and I'm like, and at this point the vomit's like right here, just going like, I'm like that baseball guy, that video of that baseball guy where he's like trying to walk away, it's blah, blah, blah. And I get outside, I set it down, and I dolphin dive onto my yard. I thought I was gonna puke, dude. And then I go inside, and the dog's like sitting there like looking at me, and I'm like dude, I was so pissed.
I would say the worst thing I've ever smelled was, I used to work with this construction company that would do plumbing, and they had to open up a septic tank. And yeah, it's basically just a pool of watery shit. And I guess the problem was, somewhere between that pool of watery shit and a toilet, there was like a clog. And this dude that I'm working with, bare fucking hands, reaches his hand in the septic tank and like moves toilet paper and stuff. Bare fucking hands. And I'm just like,
no, in the water?
In the shit water. I'm like, oh, and it's shit. Like, you can smell it. It's obviously like, he just reaches in and then shakes his hand off like it's nothing.
Oh, dude, like, I'm not getting near that guy for the rest of life, dude. There's nothing that could be. He could be like, oh, he's got $10 million. All you gotta do is shake his hand. I'm like, no, I watched that dude touch poop. Have you ever?
Yeah, it was like marinated in poop.
You better be going home with a potato peeler and going skinning himself. That's
have you ever
so gross.
Touched poop?
I'm sure my owner was like a baby. I haven't touched like dog shit bear, I don't think.
No, have you ever picked up a piece of your poop?
No.
Ew! Who the fuck does that?
I was just curious. Like, I didn't know if you had picked up.
Ew! I wouldn't want to talk to you because you've done that. That's so gross. When you fucking South Park Mr. Hanky
I was just curious if anybody's touched a piece of their poop. It's disgusting. I was waiting for a story. There's no way that somebody says, "Yeah, I touched my poop," and then there's not a good story. Then the story better not be, "Well, I mean, I haven't done it before." No, the story has to be like, "Well, I saw something on it." That's like that has to be the story.
I'm glad I don't have a great story for that. I'm glad there's no story to be told. I'm so thankful. I don't care if it's pod-worthy.
Dude, the worst is when you like pee or poo or something and then go out of town and forget to flush. And then you come back and I mean, it's like, it's insane. Like
No, it doesn't smell, and then you flush, and then you're like, okay, that happened. And you're opening every window in the house, and you're going outside, you're going to the park for a walk for a couple hours.
Oh, not even for a couple, I'm never coming back. Dude, if somebody were to walk by the house and go with a match, like to smoke a cig, it's over.
Yeah.
They're dead, and then everyone in the immediate like 10 miles is dead, dude.
Dude, the only thing I love when people have matches like in the bathroom. That's the only smell that like masks it so well is like smoke. Like if you just light a match and then blow it out, like just wave it around, that masks the smell of anything so well. And it smells good. I love the smell of matches.
I disagree. Like I think you could still smell like a dank shit. Dude, I was at the bar this weekend. We were playing darts, and like I walked to the bathroom, and there's this like giant black dude walking next to me. And when black people are like big black people, just don't give a shit. Like we walk into the bathroom, and I go to pee, and of course the person in there peeing, like what is it about bathrooms that don't have the little dividers in between the stalls? Yeah, no. Like I'm like, it's just, and so like everybody's standing at like a 90-degree angle pissanton because like have you ever been like doing it and then someone comes in, you gotta like turn so you don't like, because your schlong is just hanging out, and so I go into the thing, and then the black guy goes into the thing next to me. I give him the bigger stall because I'm not pissing in the urinal, so I give him the bigger stall because I'm like, okay, this dude is like big and black, and so he can just take it. And so he's sitting there, dude. He didn't even get his pants down. He let out the airiest. It was like a juicy, airy fart at the same. It was like, like so loud. And then he goes like this, because he knows we all heard it. And what are we gonna say? We can't, dude. If you laugh, you're getting your face smashed. So it's like, dude, it was so bad, but it was so hard not to laugh. I like left the place. I immediately went to my friend. I was like, dude, this dude took the fucking fattest fart in the bathroom, dude.
The bigger the person, the grosser they are. That's just a fact. The smaller you are, the more clean. Because you have less to worry about.
Oh, Hondas. Because fat people, you lift up a flab, and there's a whole area that can also sweat. Like, that's why they're so much grosser. Like, I've never met a fat person. Have you ever hung out with a fat person and been like, this person smells good? Like, maybe they just don't smell like anything, but I've never met a fat person and been like, this person just naturally smells good. It's never happened.
That's why you can't fuck a fat bitch, because you already know the smelliest part of them is in between their legs, and if you can already guess what that's going to smell, you can have the cleanest girl and still smells. So, fat person, you already know.
I just don't understand. Like, I've always said this. There's nothing attractive about a fat person. Like, you may, like, your family may love you. They may care about you because, like, you're the family. They don't think you're attractive, and nobody else does. If you are fat, ugly. It's just, that's what it comes down to.
Man. There's some porn categories dedicated to that.
I'm going to look up attractive fat people right now.
I don't think they are, but there's people that do.
They have like whole porn categories. Hot fat chicks.
There's no such thing.
It's disgusting. It's just like,
you're just round. Like, you can't have.
I mean, if a girl is like, some of these chicks are okay, but they're not fat. They're just like thick,
Well, and I'll tell you another thing. They could have like the potential to be attractive if they lose weight.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, start watching what you eat. Maybe put the treadmill on an incline, and then you can be pretty. Like, you have the potential to do it. It's not that you're just fucking ugly.
But
It's
they
just you're
won't
fat.
do it.
That's the
If they
thing.
could, they would. Or if they were going to, they would have done it by then. You know, it's like most fat people stay fat, which is like why? Because if you're ugly to begin with, you might as well get fat because you'll enjoy life with food. If you're already ugly, get fat. It's not going to make a difference because no matter how skinny or inch, that's why like so many dudes that are ripped have the ugliest face because they have to compensate. Like, I'm not worried. I may have like an unsymmetric crooked face, but decent looking guy. So I don't mind if my tits protrude a little bit. It's fine because I can handle it. I can deal with it. Like, it's not going to cost me. But if you're ugly, it doesn't matter if you get buff because you're still fucking ugly, and most of the time you're not going to be walking around with your muscles showing. So it's like, just get fat. Like, if I was really ugly, I would just get fat because I don't care. I'm going to enjoy food more than the chance of one pussy throughout my lifetime.
See,
you know?
and so the ugliest thing for a woman is fat, like objectively. Like the ugliest thing on a woman is fat.
Yeah.
The ugliest thing on a dude is a receding hairline here. Like, it's so bad. Dude, like, I saw this guy at the club the other... Like, wear a hat, dude. It's like, do you have zero... I saw a picture on Facebook of one of my, like, people I went to high school with. He was like, just finished the 100-meter race. This dude looked older than John McCain now. Like, if you were to dig him up. Dude, the thing is like this. And then he has... No, and it's not only receding here, it's also going back here. So his hairline's like here, and then it's like... If my hairline goes at all back, I'm looking like Trump, dude. Yeah, it's not happening.
Just be bald. Rock the bald.
No.
And wear a hat.
I don't know how good of a shape my head is. Like, that's the problem. Dude, it doesn't matter. The hat thing works, but there's always going to be a time when you can't wear a hat. There's going to come a time when you have to take the hat off. Then you're done.
And you shock the world.
Yeah, and you're like,
yeah,
dude, I'll just... If my hair... I'm down to buy a toupee. No, I don't think I'll lose my hair because, like, my family has, like, good hair. But, like, if I lose my hair, I'm putting on a toupee. Like, I don't even care, dude. I'm getting one of those...
Just Judaism. There's never a time where you have to take a yarmulke off.
No, but if
you're going on
in the front, what are you going to wear the yarmulke here? If you're
just wear 3 of them to show how devout you are. Just have one here, one here.
You're just like, why do you wear them like that? It's like, oh, I'm just a hardcore Jew, you know? I'm supporting our greatest ally. Like, what do you want?
Just wear a beanie that covers your whole head and put a Star of David on it. Be like, this is my yarmulke.
Be like, I it's my yarmulke, and I'm also cold.
Yeah. Be like, I talked to Yahweh. He approved it. It's fine.
He proved it. And back also, no heaven, because I'm Jew and don't believe in heaven. So what's going to happen to me if it's not...
I die anyways, so might as well do it.
Dude, I mean, honestly, like, maybe. I would definitely get a toupee, though. Like, it's the way to go.
Yeah. What kind of religion doesn't have an afterlife too, you know? Like, explain that one.
Well, I gotta give me this guy's talk for a second. I'll be right back on.
Okay. I don't know. Don't, like, the Buddhists believe you're, like, reincarnated or something?
Yeah, they believe in that. So at least even with that, there's something. Hindu people believe you get reincarnated.
What about Scientologists? Do they believe in, like, an afterlife or anything?
I don't know. Has Dylan talked about Scientology at all recently?
No, but he's dropped hints that I might know what you're talking about.
He's been on, like, a Scientology, like, I don't know what his deal is, but
is he a Scientologist?
Yeah, he's, like, in the middle of converting. I'm like, what the hell is going on? He, like, will not stop. He's reading all these Scientology things, and he will not stop talking about Scientology. He's like, dude, did you know blah, blah, blah? Like, every day I'll talk to him on the phone, and he'll just randomly bring up some fun fact about Scientology. I'm like, dude, you're getting carried away. Like, he's so close to being a Scientologist. I'm like, oh, God, here we go.
Dude, it's a cult. They're going to, like, take him away, and then he can never talk to us again.
Yeah, he's like reason I'm not a Scientologist is because I can't. They won't let me.
It wasn't it started by like a sci-fi author or something?
Yeah, it was started by a sci-fi author.
Yeah, it's not even a legitimate. Why is he just like? Does he like believe that that's how things happen?
I don't know. I went insane. He probably wrote another sci-fi book and was like, "Take this one seriously," and then that was a joke. And then everyone's like, "Guys, he said to take this one seriously. This is our religion now."
Are you talking about
We need
Scientology?
Yeah, we need an intervention.
L. Ron Hubbard. Dude, my day is ruined because look. I want you to see what's missing. You ready?
No bread.
Yep.
Where's the toast? Okay, imagine having someone bring you canes. Like, I wish.
Oh, I DoorDashed it while we were doing the pod.
They DoorDash it there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, you know, the day I land, we're DoorDashing 100 piece.
Dude, I was so hungry. I DoorDashed
They
canes.
do. You know, they have a it's not just 100 piece. They have like a 25 piece or something. I feel like we could pull that off. 12 and a half pieces each. We could do that.
This thing is freezing. He must have made another stop.
He ate some. He like ate yours on the way to your house because he couldn't handle it.
Toast because they do not forget toast.
Yeah, I would. I'd eat everybody's toast.
Oh. What do you think? What do you think's the most realistic thing that happens when you die?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, if you know, like in terms of religion, like which religion probably got it right?
None.
I think reincarnation seems more realistic to me than heaven.
I disagree because, like, with reincarnation, the thing is you're having like this increasing population. So, like, some people are being reincarnated, some people aren't. What happens if like the population dips really, really small? Then you're gonna have some people that aren't being reincarnated. What happens to them?
Well, no. Reincarnation isn't just as a person. It's just anything living.
Yeah, but exactly. But who decides? Be like, oh, well, this one we're gonna make him a fucking salamander. Like, how do you?
So technically, reincarnation exists, right? Like, if you die and then they just bury your body in no casket, you'll like dissolve and then you'll grow as part of the earth. So it's like technically speaking.
Religiously, everything's about like your spirit or your soul. Which there's no such thing as a soul, by the way. It's your conscience. So it's like your conscience may do, or conscious, however you want to fucking say it, I don't know. But that can go theoretically, like, is what's going somewhere, you know? I mean, I don't know. I would
what
say
happens
that,
if like the planet were to be totally obliterated by like a giant ass asteroid? No one's going to be necessarily reincarnated.
Yeah. Well, you know why there hasn't been any like new religions created since we've gotten technology and education? You know, it's like, have you noticed that all of a sudden thousands of religions being created throughout history just stopped at a certain point?
I think
it's like, and
science is a religion. Like, believing in science and things that haven't been proven yet is a religion as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, there's a lot.
It's
a belief. Yeah, there's definitely things in science that are like theory. That's why I'm agnostic, because I'm not going to wholeheartedly believe in scientific theories or wholeheartedly believe in religious theories. Like, either way.
But like, scientists aren't going to worship a god or like go to a church or pray or anything like that. They don't do anything else like that. You know, like scientists.
Yeah, their moral standards aren't like dictated by
the universe. Like, I mean, I think like the modern religion. Like, I believe in a creator, but I think the best case for modern religion is just using it as like a moral compass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's about now. It's like that's like when I'm debating religion with someone. It's like, I don't care what you like, if you believe the stories in the Bible, like, as long as you live by like the morals of it. You know, it's like some people
New Testament,
need that.
not the Old Testament.
Yeah, well, some people need that push, like of like higher authority. Like they need to believe that certain stories happened in order for them to believe or live by the morals. It's like I don't. Like I can live by the morals because I have an understanding that those are like superior morals, like, without having to believe like this stuff in it that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like someone was arguing with me. They're like, "Do you believe in the? Are you Christian?" I was like, "No, but I live by like Christian standards." And they're like, "You can't do that if you don't believe in like everything." I'm like, "Why?" Like, there's no difference if I believe in like the stories in it or not, as long as I'm living by that standard. You know?
Yeah.
It's like that's why Christian values are what need to be enforced, not Christianity. It's like you don't need to put in schools like you don't have to force people to believe in fucking Noah's Ark. It's like you just need to enforce in schools, in my opinion, anyway, like the morals that are taught in the Bible, like not thieving or lust or whatever it may be. Like that's what should be enforced about Christianity, not fucking Adam and Eve and talking snake. Like, you know, it's not.
Well, and they're using what they use. Like, I believe in a creator. Like, I think we were created. I don't. Like, we have yet to see anything that comes from nothing. Like, at all. Like, nothing has ever been created, or something has never been created from nothing, ever. Like, that's the whole point. Of, like, like there had to have been some, like at some point there had to have been nothing. Like even if you believe in the multiverse theory and this universe or this entire solar system, you know, whatever, or this universe was just created by another, like whatever. But like at some point there had to have been nothing. That's what boggles my mind. It's like Christians, and I consider myself to be a Christian morally as well. But it's like Christians block themselves off at a certain point. Like they'll go, okay, Earth, that's it. Like they only
there's a dead end, you know.
Yeah, well, it's like at some point something had to have come from nothing. It's like at what point did that happen? At what point did?
But then see, we're also basing that on the fact, like our understanding of time. You know, like for us, time is linear, so it's like we don't know. Like it's way too much for our understanding. Like it's just too complex. Like we won't understand for so fucking long that it doesn't even matter.
There's a lot we still don't know to this day, like pretty fundamental stuff.
We know so little, and we literally just don't have enough brain capacity to try to understand the universe. So it's like it doesn't matter how smart you are, you just don't have the capacity to understand or try to develop any theories that are relatively. It's just there's too much. It's too much for a human mind to handle.
It's really fun to like think about, though.
Yeah,
but you don't even have to go that far to start finding things where it becomes very theoretical, like quantum mechanics, for example. Like there's so much they don't know about it. You know, it's like this huge ass mystery, and it's really weird because you can do a lot of what you need to do to get the, you know, to predict where something will be, but you don't actually understand why things work, which is. It's like doing the homework and knowing how to get the answer, but not knowing why that's the right answer. You know?
Yeah. Even the last few thousand years of history are like guesses. Like none of us witnessed it. There's no recordings of it. It's just us taking texts and stuff that we found and being like, this probably happened.
Well, texts are written by man, too. It's like, so a lot of people bash Scientology. A lot of people be like, Scientology seems super unrealistic and fake. But it's like, if you think about it, Scientology is just a modern Christianity. Like, the reason that Christianity is accepted is because it's like, oh, nobody was alive, so we can't prove it didn't happen. But, like, people were alive back then. So it's like, that's why you can look at Scientology and be like, that's nonsense. But it's like nobody knew Jesus. Like Jesus could have theoretically been just a dude that got killed. That's what Ben Shapiro believes. He believes that Jesus was just a guy that got So it's like,
and he was biased.
So it's like he could be literally just like L. Ron Hubbard. Like who knows? L. Ron
He's like
Hubbard built up a following of more than 12 people. Jesus literally only had 12. Imagine only having 12 people believe in you when you're alive. If that happened today, people are like, this dude has 12 people that like believe it is shit.
Look at Jim Jones. I mean, like, you could say Jim Jones is fucking a prophet, you know? It's like he had thousands of people, like, follow him to his fucking island. It's like,
in South America, yeah.
Yeah, having 12 followers is not, or that 12 people that believe in, like, it's just, if you actually look at Christianity at face value, it seems pretty, like, illegitimate. But I just question everything. Like, I have a weird mind. Like, I was thinking about this yesterday. It's like, what do I actually believe? Because everything that I believe, I question heavily. Like, my own beliefs, I'm constantly in my head, like, questioning these beliefs. Because, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know where I came from. I don't know anything. So it's like I'm always like I find it hard to just be like, okay, I'm sticking with this story. I'm saying I believe it. And I'm sticking with that. Like, I find that really hard to do.
Yeah, it's hard to like claim to. You can't claim to know something that is impossible to know. Like, that's why it's like when I'm arguing, and people all the time will be like, "Oh, you just hate Christians. You hate Christianity." It's like, no, I have the same exact questions about any other religion or any belief at all in life. It's like you have to question it. It's like if it doesn't add up, then it's like it's not my fault it doesn't add up. Like, it's just what it is.
I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of people are like, I think a lot, and that's like the Jewish religion. Going back to like, why would you have a religion where you don't believe in the, like, where you don't believe in heaven or hell? It's like maybe that's like the Jews are onto something with the fact that it's just like they live by like the morals, but they don't believe in like heaven or hell. Like, I don't think that heaven exists. Like, I think that, like, you can believe in the Christian God and not believe in heaven. Like, the idea of heaven is so easily could have been made by some fucking king who's like, the people are still not listening to the rules. Tell them they'll go into the ground with evil man with horns. And if they do as we say, they go with angel flying man. Like, it's so easy to just manipulate that, you know?
I mean, we've made that up with like Santa and stuff too. If you're good, you get presents. If you're bad, you get
wait, what's
coal.
the money, religion, drugs, and alcohol?
Dude, you know what's funny though? It's like heaven will be created. Like, we're going to create a man-made heaven because what's going to happen eventually with technology is we're going to be able to like download our conscious into like data, and we're going to create like a virtual world where it's like even after you die, you download your conscious onto a character, you know?
Oh, dude, we already have heaven on Earth. Do you know what it is?
Canes.
I'm kidding. But no, but like, yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, dude, it's because you can activate certain parts of your brain and experience different things. Like, they could make you happy all the time. Like, they could get in your brain and like activate and just make your dopamine receptors. Like, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, it's weird. But it's then at that point, it's like if you download your brain or like your decisions or like your conscious onto like a data, it's like, is there still something that we're missing that can't be downloaded? That's like just God created or something like that. Like, it's so difficult to.
I would rather like, they're already working on the ability to like fuse your brain with like a computer. I would never do it. Like, I would never do that, dude. Just because I don't trust whoever's fusing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, there's always a motive.
You know?
There's always a motive. I don't know. It's very. If I was old, I might as well fucking do it. I'm gonna die anyways, but not right now. You know, I'm not risking it for the biscuit.
Dude, I was thinking about this the other day. It's like, you'd think that, because I was talking to somebody and I was like, dude, it'd be so hard to like evade the cops in 2019. And I was like, it's actually easier because they're so reliant on technology that if you can not be reliant on technology and not use any technology, it would be so hard for them to find you. Like, how many of them are
Did you know that only 1% of like online crimes are ever like people are convicted? 1%.
Online crimes is in like what? Like
pirating? What they know of.
Anything like identity theft, like fraud, like anything that uses technology, essentially, 1% are caught. That's like straight up.
Oh, dude, I got my card hacked so many times, and like they never were like, we found the guy. It's always like, we got your new card. They never find the motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard because you're dealing with.
You know, Clark. Go on.
it's hard for a few different reasons. One reason is because it's international, so it could be a guy in India, like, fucking with your credit or, scamming people, and it's going to be hard for the U.S. authorities to really justify doing anything to some guy in India, where it's really the Wild West over there.
The majority of it, though, is the people that work for the companies. Like, that's also, like, a fact. Like, you can look that up, because I had to do research on all this for a class. Like, the majority of, like, fraud and identity theft that happens is through, like, the companies. Like if your card gets hacked, there's a large chance that it was someone that works for that card company, because they have your information and they're already trusted with it. So, like, the chance of them getting caught is because the company has to give a level of trust to these people, like, regardless, and let them handle your information.
Yeah, and then you can't even figure out who did it. Like, there's so many people that work there. It's like, what are you going to do? You know?
Exactly. So that's why it happens all the time. And plus, the people that are in charge of law enforcement, dude, boomers. Like, you can't even, they don't know how to work their fucking iPhone, so how are they going to catch someone online, you know? It's like, if they hired us to be in charge of online crime, okay, might see a significant rise in convictions, but fucking people that are running it are like my mom. Like, those are the
dude, like, going like to the, yeah, dude, it's like, it's
like,
so...
she doesn't even understand. Like, she won't get a channel anymore because contract or whatever, and she'll be like, the internet's broken. I'm like, no, it's not. Resetting the internet's not going to get your fucking channel back. Like, they just don't know how technology works because they weren't raised with it. So it's like once they die off and, like, the next generation of law enforcement is like us, like, at least we were raised with technology, so we understand, like, how it works. And there's going to be it's going to be a lot better in terms of, like, catching criminals.
I hope so, dude. I think, but like, I feel like there's always somebody that knows more about technology than you. Yana.
We need a moment of silence, though, for your head being in the game. Like, me and Brian are just gonna pray right now.
I was checking to make, because it said stream health was bad, so I had to go to the stream and make sure it wasn't lagging.
It's bad because...
Dude, here's my head. Here's my head. Dude, you couldn't be more in the game than me, dude.
No, dude, you know why the stream health is low? Because 1/3 of its living organs are not involved. It lost a living organ.
Dude,
it's just
I
like
ate that
struggling.
Fucking canes, and it's in my stomach right now, going like this. Like, trying so hard to digest. I had canes yesterday, and then today, dude. It's so bad, dude. I'm not eating it again. I'm not eating it again till you come.
Yeah. I want Shake Shack. That's even worse, dude.
Oh, well,
I want to throw up every single time. But it's so good.
I am not excited. Like, whenever we hang out, and it's more so for you than me, because, like, I'll be healthy for, like, 2 days. But, like, whenever we hang out, for, like, the whole time. Yeah. So, because so it's like we're going to be hanging out, and it's going to be, like, Kansas, Shake Shack, Cane's, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Crunch Wraps, Buca de Beppo. And then back to California, and then it's going to be Cane's, Bopical Booby Buffet, Buca, like, it's just, like, so bad, dude. And that's 2 weeks, dude. Huh?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. I gained 10 pounds, so now I'm going to gain 20 pounds because you're going to be here. So it's like... It's like having a girlfriend. Like, all you do is eat out junk. So it's like we're basically dating.
Oh, dude, that brings up a funny point.
Junk.
We put in the notes talking about, like, raising kids with a friend instead of a girlfriend. Dude, I think
that'd be a cool experiment, and just, like, turn it into a show. We'll just have a reality... Dude, that's how we're going to live and make money. We're creating a reality TV show raising a kid.
It's called... It's like... Raising a kid with the boys. Dude, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be so bad.
It's gonna be babies or the boys.
But
no, we're gonna name our son. We're gonna name our son Cain too, and it's gonna be called Raising Cain. That's gonna be the name of the show. That's just the name of the show, dude.
Dude, imagine.
Yeah, but I think it'd be interesting to, like, just raise a kid with, like, a friend.
The only problem with that is, like, there's nothing stopping one of them from being like, See ya.
Now you have a contract and everything, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Well, it couldn't be much worse.
You know what the courts does with marriage contracts? Pay her! Like, every single time, dude. It's so dumb.
Well, that's the thing. It's two friends, so it's not biased now. Because if it's two dudes, it's like, what are they going to do? Pick the chick in the situation? Or pick the husband in the situation? There's no such thing.
One of them is going to have to sacrifice something. I guess not if it's a reality show, because then you can just, like, everybody's making money and they don't really have to work.
Yeah, and then the worst thing that happens to the kid is he has no loving parents, but he has plenty of money, so he can just, like, blow it.
I don't know, dude, because I feel like... I don't know. I would be down for that show. That'd be fucking hilarious, dude.
They already let 2 faggots adopt kids, and the depression rates go up so fucking high.
Because if you go like this, Mommy?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I'm here. Like, dude, imagine being like, where's my mommy? Here. Like, it's just not even...
So it'd be the same thing, except for we wouldn't be fucking each other, and we wouldn't have the stress of a relationship. So we'd come home to our kid, and we'd be like, yo, what's up? What's up, man? And we'd, like, be chill. Because it's like, there's no reason to argue. There's no tension, you know? So it's healthier. Like, if you have 2 dudes that are gay, it's like they're going to have emotional tension. But it's like there's no attachment in that area. So it's like you don't have to worry about that, like, stressing out the kid or, like, the parenting aspect of it.
Yeah.
It would be fucking interesting. I don't know. I'd love to see that happen. I would love to see
really
it.
If they want, hey, TBS, you know?
Yeah.
If you want to do that in a show, like hit me up. I'll do it.
Yeah, TLC.
They have like
got a couple million.
Oh yeah, dude, I would do it for $2 million. I'd do it for $5 million. I would raise a kid with $5 million each. I want $5 million of my own.
They have to pay for everything for the kid. Well, no, because we need $1 million designated to the kid to ensure its health and future.
Yeah.
And then
because one of the dude, I'm telling you, men and women are not meant to live together. It does not work. Like, they just don't get along. It doesn't work. There's fights. Like, there's a reason divorce rates are at, like, 60%. Except for Christians, because Christians will sit there and, like, want to murder each other, but they feel like they're going to get struck and go to hell and want to meet the Krampus if they get a divorce.
Yeah.
So it's
but also, like, sex, dude. If you have sex before marriage more than once, the rate literally multiplies, the divorce rate multiplies by, like, fucking 700%. Like, it's insane. The more sexual partners you have before marriage, the divorce rate goes from fucking 2 to 10. It goes straight up. It's so insane.
Damn.
But it's like, again, you don't have to worry about that because we'll both be bagging hoes, and it's not going to matter.
Bagging? Can you imagine the kid chilling, and it's just like, Mommy? Nope, she's here for the night.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Because it's like, is dad going out? Yeah, your other dad's going to, like, take care of you. I have to go fuck this chick. His night's tomorrow. He's going to go.
Imagine that argument, though. It's like, it'd be like, you went out last night, dude. Yeah, but I didn't get to fuck her. I'm going out again. You. Me. I haven't had sex in months. You agreed to this. You're staying home with the kid. I'm not staying home. I'm going out. Dude, it'd be so fun. The arguments would be so dumb. It'd be like, someone's going to walk in. Someone's going to be like holding the kid in the middle of the night crying and walk in the room. And the other guy's like, knocked one. He's going to be like, dude, what the fuck? I'm trying to get the kid to go back to bed. Can you stop yelling? You just woke him up. Jesus Christ. Sorry, dude. Fuck! Like, dude, it's...
There's gonna be no home-cooked meal. The kid's gonna be surviving off canes and shit. First, dude, don't eat healthy. Never cook. It's gonna be survive off raw.
Probably get
cheese.
You could probably get a sponsorship from Cane's if you name the damn show after them and name your kid after them.
Oh, you know what? The sponsorship would show up in the form of lawsuit. It'd be a reverse. It'd be dude. You'd be like, can I get a sponsorship? And they'd hand you like the reverse Uno card.
Yeah, it'd be, we own the show now, and you work for us, and you have to pay us for the name rights.
All right, I have to end the show because I have enrollment for college.
Oh, dude, what classes are you taking?
Whatever one he didn't fail this semester.
I got all A's. Did you? No, I didn't. I
Hey.
got a 98 and then on one of them, and then I got a freaking C in the other one. Well, that'll go up because final. But the reason is because I didn't know how to do the online shit, so I like turned in. I forgot a test and like 3 assignments. The teacher probably thought I was walking in because I didn't know how to do anything, dude. I was emailing her like daily, like, how do I do this?
Like a boomer.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,